Venezuela is going through one of the worst human rights crises in its history. And this isn't an exaggeration. It's the reality millions are living. A new UN report, described as devastating by candidate Edmundo González Urrutia, confirms what many already knew, but few wanted to admit. It was presented by Volker Türk, the UN High Commissioner. He didn't speak of rumors or speculation, but of clear evidence. Fundamental freedoms in the country are falling apart. For González Urrutia, this report simply gives a voice to thousands of victims who've been shouting for years without being heard. Because no, the repression in Venezuela isn't random. It's part of a plan, a system designed to silence those who think differently. And the hardest part is that this isn't about ideologies. It's about people. Ordinary people who have lost their right to live without fear. In Venezuela, raising your voice can land you in prison. Can you imagine living like that? Where having an opinion is enough to make you disappear? The report is clear. We can't keep pretending nothing is happening when the evidence is this raw. A country that wants to heal must first face what has happened, acknowledge the harm, with no excuses. Because without truth, there is no justice. And without justice, there's no future. The report highlights particularly serious abuses over the past year. The context? An electoral cycle that, rather than democratic, was tightly controlled by those in power. During that time, there were arbitrary arrests, forced disappearances, and judicial processes that didn't meet even the minimum standards. At least 70 people were arrested, opposition members, activists, even some foreigners, many without any clear reason. And the numbers are chilling. 32 documented cases of physical and psychological abuse, 28 forced disappearances. And that's just what could be verified. Venezuela's so-called security laws used to persecute dissenters hasn't protected anyone. It's been used to persecute. It doesn't meet international standards. Worse still, once detained, trials are held in the dark. No defense, no guarantees, no transparency. Add to that the new law against NGOs. Because of it, many humanitarian programs have been forced to shut down, just when they're needed most. And while all this happens, the economy collapses. Chevron's exit wasn't just symbolic, it was another sign of total breakdown. Hyperinflation, wages frozen since 2022, and a population barely getting by. That's today's Venezuela. Türk was clear. He called for the immediate end of forced disappearances and the release of all political prisoners. No sugarcoating. He even named names, real people with families who are still imprisoned just for thinking differently. And how did the current authorities respond? By rejecting the report. They accused the UN of being manipulated by foreign interests. No surprise there. But the truth is, no matter how many speeches they give, the facts don't go away. They're there, documented, visible, painful. Now is the time to listen to the victims, to stop looking the other way, to demand what's fair. Getting informed is the first step, and supporting those fighting for human rights should never be optional. Because the truth, no matter how painful, is the only path to change. We can't sit back and do nothing. It's time to act. For them, for all of us. Thanks for watching. Silencing dissent should never be normal. Every story told is an act of resistance. Like, share your opinion in the comments and subscribe. It would mean a lot.